because of their faith in God, circumstances were horrible, but they trusted God when they couldn't see around the corner of their circumstances. They assumed they'd be killed by Pharaoh for completely, disobeying his decree.
Yes.
They assume, all right, he's going to kill us. And it says, God had mercy on them and gave them families of their own because they trusted him in the dark. And when you think of those women who probably thought we've miscarried our own dreams,
yes,
we get to assist in other people giving birth, but we've laid down our dreams to do that. We've miscarried. And then you see the miracle. It's through them Moses was born.
yes.
It's through them the Israelites flourished. What miracles has God given birth to on the heels of your miscarriage? I'm not saying the miscarriage was divinely causative.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Right.
I believe you and Chris miscarried that baby because we live in a fallen world.
Yes.
But you could have kind of shut off your heart and gotten hard there and said, I'm not going to hope again. Because to hope is to open yourself up to disappointment. And yet you went, seems like your arms got bigger for what God had for you. Talk about the miracles that came on the heels of despair.
Well, two things come up for me. I might cry.
Yeah.
Some of my closest people in my life were pregnant when we lost our baby. And so on a very personal level, there was these really intense conversations with the Lord of like, these relationships are going to be here for a really long time. Like, This is one of my best friends. This is someone who is not going anywhere in my life. Like, and those relationships are important to you, Lord. They're important to me. I need you to help me through. I cannot be comparative. And when I hit my due date and there's two little babies here and one that's not, like those. So on a very personal, intimate level within my community, I needed a miracle in just the posture of my heart and being able to be excited and have joy for the life that was coming into this world.
And celebrate while you were still grieving.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then on, still very personal, but on a kind of a different scale, God had been so clear and loud to me in these weeks when we were miscarrying and with the writing of Thy will. And it was honestly like he gave me a mission of this is your story. This is something you need to share. So and then at that point, we were making this album, and ironically, my dad had sat me down. So not to go too long into this, but the original heart behind doing this album with my family called Love Remains was to honor my grandfather, who we had lost to leukemia in 2011.
Yeah.
So it was ultimately going to be an album that we were going to make, and my dad's kind of heart behind it was, we'll send it to all the people who really walked with us through that and prayed for us and sent us scriptures.
Almost like a caring bridge kind of thing. Yeah.
And so then when he sat me down with the idea, I said, well, Dad, if we're going to do this, I want the world to be able to hear it. I'm not really seeing this correlation until now. So when we walked through our miscarriage, the album was in process. We recorded this song. It became this first single off of this project.
Yeah.
And it was part of my mission. And so there's just such beauty now with hindsight and being able to see it, years removed of how he cared for me and really equipped me, gave me what I needed in the most personal, interpersonal community ways with my friends who were bringing new life in. And then there was also this broader, more missional
calling
that came from it.